Oh no, this is the what happened. All right, our first speech is done. Yes, it is. Ghada, have you streamed it on YouTube? Okay, if you haven't done so, please do so. You can stream it. Anyway, our first speech.
Can I ask a quick question, please, before
Go
we
ahead,
start?
Ahmed.
Regarding the word of today, does it have to be the same exact word or any derivatives from the same word?
No, any derivative, conscribe, conscription. You don't have to mention the exact word, right, Ashraf?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, great. So our first speech is done by Mohammed Higazi. Mohammed is visiting us from Toastmasters in the Netherlands, and his speech title is. Mohammed, could you please give me a hand?
Keep going.
Keep going. Yes, the title is Keep Going. The evaluator of Mohammed is Nurihan Abdelbari. Nurihan used to work at General Electric as a tax accountant, and now she works at Noon as a tax accountant as well. So please welcome Nurihan to explain to us Mohammed's speech.
Thank you. You scared everyone from me. Tax is not a good word to introduce me. Well, I have to thank Mohammed Higazi first because he joined at the very last minute. We had another speaker, and then at the very last moment, Higazi came and saved us. So we are honored to be here, to be listening to his speech for the first time, and we can't wait to hear to keep going. Back to you, Ashraf.
So everyone, please welcome Mohammed Higazi. The speech title is Keep Going. Go ahead, Mohammed.
In 2018, I decided to take a bold decision. A decision to go on a trip and rediscover myself. I stepped out of my comfort zone and I went to a country I did not know the language of, a country I knew no one in, the Netherlands. One day I learned about an opportunity from a friend of mine that allowed master's holders to come to the Netherlands on a program called Search Year. And within that year, you would be allowed to look for a job and possibly work in your field of expertise on the condition that you earn a minimum salary. Later, I quit my job and I took a Dutch course that allowed me to have a basic level of Dutch. I have to be honest with you, I had moments of doubt. I would look at myself in the mirror and say, Mohammed, what are you doing? Are you risking everything, your life, your job, being with your family for possibly nothing? 25th of July, 2018 was my first day in the Netherlands. I took on the challenge. I stepped into the unknown. When I first stepped out of the airport, I looked around and I had mixed feelings of hope, but also feelings of fear of the unknown. The first few months, I got to know the country by attending a lot of networking events. I learned the Dutch language and I applied to many jobs. 9 months later, I was offered 2 jobs, one from the Rotterdam University of Applied Sciences for the position of lecturer, and the other was at a multinational company. I had finally made it. I started singing and dancing. Yes! I chose the multinational company. But then 3 weeks later, I was hit with the news that they were going to let me go. And I had 1.5 months left in my residence permit. What am I going to do? I'm not going to be able to find a job in 1.5 months. The singing had to stop. And not because I have an ugly voice, Or maybe that too. Unfortunately, the offer with the university had already been taken. I was going to give up. On that day, I received a message from a friend. He was checking in on me, a friend I had met at one of the networking events. I picked up my phone and I said, I am not okay. My friend was saddened to hear this, and he offered a shoulder to lean on. We met for coffee, and one sentence he said to me that I will never forget was, Muhammad, you never know why this could be good for you. Keep going, Muhammad, keep going. Time passed by and I was not getting any answers to my applications. But then there was a turn of events. I was invited for an interview by the same university that I had an offer from in the past. I did the first interview and I aced it. Next week, I was invited for a second interview and I aced that interview. But then time kept passing by and I did not hear from them. I had less than 2 weeks in my residence permit. At that time, it was really difficult not to believe that it wasn't meant to be. I was going to give up, but then I remembered the words of my friend, keep going. And then suddenly it all changed because I received a call, unexpected call from the manager. Mohammed, I'm glad to let you know that you have secured the job. Mute. Yes, 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 yes. Unmute. Thank you. I am excited to begin. I finally got my break. The singing started again, not because I have a good voice. You see, the first time I got that offer from the university, I was not ready to do that job because my Dutch was not good enough. Those months allowed me the time to improve my Dutch and be ready to do the job. My friend was right. You never know why this could be good for you. We have all had moments of uncertainty. But if you start a path, see to it that you walk that path till the end. Because things have a miraculous way of working out if you keep going. Mr. Toastmaster.
Very, 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 very inspiring. Very, very inspiring. Going to a totally different country and doing something like that. I mean, I can barely go out of my house and get a cup of coffee from a different restaurant. You know, I mean, that requires a lot of courage. Great job, Muhammad. All right, our next speech is by Dr. Ahmed Salim, and the speech title is Insinuants. I think Insinuants from my career. So Dr. Ahmed Salim will be evaluated by Coach Marwan Midhat. Coach Marwan works as a coach, as a personal coach for a lot of business directors and a lot of C-level management directors. So please welcome Marwan Midhat.
Thank you so much, Ashraf. It's a pleasure, of course, to be evaluating Dr. Ahmed tonight. His speech is going to be from the icebreaker, and the icebreaker actually purpose of the project is to introduce himself to the club and to learn the basic structure of a public speech. And the speech title, as you mentioned, Insinuants. So all the best.
Yes, please welcome Dr. Ahmed Salim.
You are muted, Dr. Ahmed. Could you unmute yourself?
Yeah. Shall I start now?
Yes.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. My speech to you today will be about my career and about a word which is insistence and how it affected my career. When I was a child, I used to go to school walking, as the school was not too far from my home. And whenever I go in the street, I look around me. I saw the streets, I saw the buildings, I saw the cars, I saw even an aeroplane crossing the sky, and started to think, who did all of that? Who did all of that? And I discovered that the engineers who did all of that. So I insisted to be an engineer. This is insistence. After I finished my study in the preparatory school and secondary school, I got the certificate of secondary school, which was called Al-Tawjihiyya, and presented my papers to the coordination office, which was called Maktab al-Tansiq, and wrote in the choices only 4 choices: Faculty of Engineering, Cairo University, Ain Shams University, Alexandria University, and Asyut University, because these were the only universities in Egypt at this time. The result of the coordination office came up, and they did not accept me in either of the 4 faculties because of my grades. And they sent me to the Faculty of Commerce. I spent about 5 months in the Faculty of Commerce. And after that, I discovered that this is not my career. It is not the way I thought. This is not why I planned for myself. So insistence comes again. And I insisted to go back to the secondary school and go to the test again for the second time to have better grades. And I did. And after that, I succeeded and I got good grades, and I was accepted in the Faculty of Engineering, Ain Shams University. And whenever I met my colleagues, they asked me, at what faculty you were registered? I told them at the Faculty of Engineering and Shams University. They started to shout around me, this is a very complicated university. This is very difficult. You will never pass. Why don't you go to Asyut University? It's a new one, and you can pass there. And we have a lot of friends that were dismissed from the Faculty of Engineering in Shams University because it is very difficult. And here comes insistence again. I insisted to go to this faculty in Shams University, Faculty of Engineering, and we were 600 students. After the first year in the faculty, no one got grade excellent. 10 got grade very good. 40 students got grade good, and around 100 got grade accepted, and the other was below these grades. I was one of the good grades, grade good. So I was one of the first 50 students in the first year of the faculty. So I have been graduated and started my practical way in engineering. And then comes to my mind, why don't I have my own consulting office? and insistence come again. I discovered that in order to have this office, I have to continue my postgraduate studies. And I did. I got the diploma, Master of Science, and the PhD in engineering. And I chartered my private office for consultation, not even that. And I started also my contracting company. And I am going now. Friends, life is not easy, full of problems and sometimes with disasters. If anyone faces this, please remember the magic word, insistence. Insistence will make your life more easier. Thank you.
Amazing job. Amazing job. Thank you so much, Dr. Ahmed. Well done. Well done. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for the prepared speeches. Now this segment has concluded. Now we will transition into the table topic section. So the table topic master is Ahmed Alaa. Ahmed Alaa works at a relatively medium-sized IT company as a full-stack developer. So please welcome Ahmed Alaa.
Thank you, Ashraf, and good afternoon, good evening, guys.
Good evening.
I will be conducting the table topic segment today, and my objective today is from this segment is to melt your stress away. You will find great scenes, relaxing music,
Ahmed.
And of course, yes.
I forgot to do the polls. Let us do the polls really quick.
You killed me.
Yes, I know. I like to kill. All right. So let
and
me
what,
start.
you're not streaming the live yet.
Sorry?
You're not streaming the live.
Yeah, we have technical difficulties. We will be uploading it later on to YouTube, inshallah.
You shared a good experience, Dr. Ahmed.
So the polls are now live. Please choose the best speaker for today's meeting, inshallah. All right, we have 24 people who have voted from 34. So we need another 10 people. All right, 15 more seconds. Five more seconds. And the polls have concluded. Carry on, Ahmed.
Are you sure? Okay. Hello again, and welcome to the second segment, the table topic segments. Before we start, I'd like to ask you, who's cold? Who's feeling cold? No one answered, but I guess all of you.
All of us. All of us.
Yes, yes, all of us. This is very cold weather. Yes, and today was a working day, and it was a lot of stress. Unfortunately, I have to. Okay, it was a lot of stress. So I hope this segments give you some relaxing time. You will be seeing great scenes, relaxing music, and I think your contribution to the segment with your speeches will also do a great job. So what I was going to do, I will be asking question. I think it's only one question. It's how you feel. I will share a clip or a small clip of something, and the person who is going to contribute will tell us how he will feel or she will feel about this small video. So I wrote down some names to pick. So before I pick, any volunteers, or I just go with the with the names I wrote? Any volunteers?
Just let us see the video first, and then we will.
No, you will not see the video first. Sorry, Mr. Hazim. Oh, and one piece of information about me, I submitted myself to conscription 5 years ago, and I finished in 1 year.
Conscription,
yes, I thought I won't be able to use it today. Thank you, Mr. Hazim, for reminding me. And did I hear any volunteers? Or I just pick?
Okay, I can go.
Right. Great. Noor Nahlawi. Yes. Thank you for your bravery. Okay, I will share my screen and you will listen to like 10 seconds and you have 2 minutes to tell us how you feel or how you relate to the video, or if you like the video or not. Would you listen to it? What the mood did the video put you in? Anything relatable, not strict question. I don't like to think a lot. Okay. I will share this screen. Share with sound. Do you listen, guys? Can you listen, Noor?
Yes.
What is this sound? Can you see the title of the video? The
walking in
snow
snow.
sound.
At Albany.
Yes.
Yeah, footsteps, I think. People walking.
Yes,
or someone
it's
walking.
a footsteps on snow. It's a crunching snow. So give Noor 5 seconds to feel the video, to relax. And okay. Hello, Noor. Are you still
Hello.
with us?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
Okay,
is it hard? Is it hard? Is it hard?
No, it's fine. Actually,
Okay. That's good.
9 years ago, I had the privilege of moving to Amman, Jordan. And it was the first time for me to live in a country that snows. So the first year, the snow was great. And me and my children were walking in the snow, like the video, and we did a snowman. It was so much fun. And then the second year, we waited for the snow, no snow. Third year, waited for the snow, no snow. Before I left last year, it snowed a little bit, just for 3 or 4 days, and then it was over. But this year, the snow came back so strong, and people are very happy back in Amman, my friends, because it was snowing for, I think, a week. And the snow was thick and nice. And although the country totally stops during the snow, it's not like other countries where they have means of, putting salt on the snow and the cars are equipped to drive in the snow. Amman is not like that. However, people actually love it when it snows, and they shut down the schools and everyone stays home and brings snacks. The supermarkets are crazy busy before the snow. So people get fat and enjoy the warmth of the houses and watch the snow from the windows. So that's Amman. I hope I took you to a journey in Amman, Jordan. And I hope to go back there to visit my friends soon, because I loved it there. Back to you, Ahmed.
Thank you, Noor. And thank you for your participation and the memory you shared with us. And For me, I didn't experience walking on a snow before, and I'd like to experience that. Despite the cold and the cold weather that will, but I'd like to experience that. Okay. Second participant or second table topic speaker would be Sarah. She volunteered. Thank you, Sarah. Are you still with us?
Hi, I'm here.
Hi, Sarah.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to introduce myself.
Yes, Sarah.
Okay, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm a first year engineering student, and this is my second time actually joining Toastmasters. So hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, Sarah.
Hi. I've never actually experienced real snow.
Oh, okay, okay. Wait, Sarah. Wait, Sarah. Wait. I will share with you another video. Why are you?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Yes. You will have your video and your 2 minutes and
yeah, that's great.
a lot
Okay.
of time to speak. Okay. Share with sounds. Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Are you guys feeling cold yet? Can you hear the sound, Sarah?
Yes.
Can you guess what is that sound? What sound is that? Yes, this is the sound of a frozen lake.
Okay.
They say that frozen lakes have sounds. So this is the sound of a frozen lake. Can you relate to any of the sound? Okay, I think that's enough, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Is it hard? You can always switch and think for us. You can cancel your question and think for us. It would be an entertainment.
No, I'd like to answer the question.
Okay. I just tried my odds. Go for the question. The mic is yours.
I actually I'm a big fan of winter actually. Although many people think it's very depressing, like the cloudy weather, how it's you see no sunlight. But I think that's because I was born in winter, so I'm used to the weather. However, I live here in Egypt, so I don't think I've actually experienced like this kind of weather, like the snowstorms and this wind. And it's actually the first time for me to know that frozen lakes have a sound. But I think it's very relaxing. Like if I had to clear my mind, I'd actually like to go like listen to the sound of nature, like the sound of this frozen lake. I think it's very relaxing, and I'm so sorry, but like how many minutes do I have? Okay,
Mr. Timer.
What do I say next?
Safa, how many minutes does she have left?
This is the green card.
She has 30 seconds. I'm sorry for putting the cards and making you spay. Yani, I'm sorry.
No, it's my fault.
That's okay.
I know that.
You still have time, 30 seconds.
Okay, that's great. I really love the sound of like the ASMR sounds. It's called ASMR. I think it's a way to put your mind at peace, and maybe if I had to like, take a walk, I'd actually choose this. That's great.
Okay, Sarah. Great. Thank you for your initiative and volunteering into this. I appreciate the bravery. And do you like to go on a frozen lake in the future, or is it like a dream or a to do, something that you would do?
I'd actually love to. Yes.
Okay. I hope I giving you guys some relaxing time because I had a very stressful day. Okay, our second table topic speaker. Any volunteers? No volunteers. Okay.
I can go.
Who?
I'm raising my hands for like a while.
Okay, Malak. Malak? Yes, Malak Usama, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Malak. Can you introduce yourself for a bit? Like in a minute or two? In a minute.
I used to attend with you on site and I introduced myself before, but it's okay. I am Malak Usama. I'm 26. And I was born in winter, yet I don't like it. I even wear gloves at home. I work as an English teacher, and I joined the Toastmaster to develop my public speaking skills. Can you hear me, or do I have a problem with the voice, with the internet? Or
we can hear you.
Oh, okay, I'm done. Do you need to know more things? But if I tell you a secret, I should kill you.
I think
or I should send you
I think I
conscription. This is my first time to hear this word, by the way. Thank you for sharing it.
Okay, I think my internet connection is unstable. You guys can hear me?
Yes, I can hear.
We can hear you.
Okay.
We should give Malak a point that she used the word. I mean, she still used the word. So I'm gonna do this for her.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's very difficult. Difficult word.
And it would be very difficult for you to have it for the second time, to go to join the conscription for a second time. And it could be a first, I believe.
Conscription.
Conscription.
Yeah. Like description, but with conscription.
Okay. Before Malak kills me or try to
send you for the second time to the conscription.
Yes. I will. I will share a video, and it's not winter.
Oh, finally! Thank God.
Yes,
because I'm already cold.
It's like the cousin of the winter. My favorite season of
autumn
of the year.
Fall.
Yes.
I guessed it correct.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Can you hear the sound?
Yes, I can. Wow.
What is this sound?
The sound of cracking the dry leaves under walking legs.
Yes. Yes. Do you love walking? Do you walk or
yes,
you practice
I do.
walking? Any sort of... Great.
And I love this voice.
So okay, I can pin the video. So that's it for the video. Okay. And the floor is yours, Malak.
Oh, thank you. Virtually, the floor is mine. Well, the first second you have shared the video and I heard the voice, it warmed me. I felt really relaxed, which is your aim from this. I am actually, I don't believe we don't have this feeling in Egypt that much, but I share the same interest with you. I love autumn. It's my favorite season, and I believe that I have read a piece of information saying that it is really relaxing walking on this kind of weather on the dry leaves and hearing this cracking voice or this crashing of the leaves that helps you release the tension and feel relaxed. I would love to have this experience, especially in a Western country, since we don't have this kind of huge trees that has a lot of leaves, falling leaves in winter. Um, but I believe we have some alley here in Egypt or some garden, which is the fish garden, I believe. Yes, and I have seen some photos. It is alike or like what you have shared, but I haven't had the chance to go to this place in that time. So maybe this will encourage me to have the experience.
Okay.
Thank
you,
you.
Malak. Thank you, Malak. And next time I will pay attention, inshallah. I will not forget that you introduce yourself twice. Okay.
3 times actually.
3 times. Oh my God. And next for our table topic speaker, I see Aziz raising his hand. Hello, Aziz. Mr. Aziz.
Yes. Hello, Ahmed.
Yes. Hello, Aziz. How are you?
And everyone. Good. How about you?
I'm fine. I'm relaxed.
Good to hear.
I'm being with you guys. How do you think stressful I would be? It's very relaxing. Okay. Is it your first time with us?
It is my first time with you.
Okay.
Right.
So can you introduce yourself in less than a minute?
Yeah, sure. I can introduce myself. So, well, there's a saying always. They say you are not your name, you are not your job, you are not your nationality. So who I am a kind person. I do believe in the higher values. I do believe in unity. I do believe in love. I do believe in peace. I do believe in people. So that's why I'm here with you. I like actually Toastmaster a lot. It's the first time with you here, but not the first time in Toastmaster in general. So it's a pleasure to be with you.
And the pleasure is ours, Aziz. And
thank you.
We are just the same kind of people as you. And let me ask you a question. Are you cold?
Well, it depends, because all these type of feeling are just kind of notions that we grow up with. So if we change this type of notion, we change the way we feel. So it depends.
Yeah,
on
that's
the
a
way
very
we think.
philosophical answer.
Sometimes, you know, our feeling is kind of deep programming that we got used with sometimes with our parents or the environment in general. So, but I'm fine. I'm good.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Let me share my screen and with sounds. Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Great. Can you listen to the voice, the sound?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is this sound?
Back to the winter.
It's raining. It's rain.
Yes, it's rainy. Yeah. Yes, walking in the rain.
Walking.
Yes. Are you relaxed? Can you type in the chat if you're relaxed? Anyone in the room? Great. Great. Okay, I can stop the video. Did you catch the feeling, Mr. Aziz?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Mr. Aziz, the virtual floor is yours.
Thank you. Let me try to find the timer. I'm just shuffling the screens just not to pass the time. There you go, Safa. Okay, winter time is the fun time or it's the tough time. It depends on the way you think. It's that's life, and you know all these type of feelings are all inside of us, and we are just like an orange. For example, if we squeeze the orange, what we will get out of it? I guess we will get some orange juice, right? Yeah. We won't get any apple juice, let's say, or we won't get any other type of fruit. Only juice of orange will come out of an orange, right? Right. So it's same for us. If we squeeze ourselves, we will get some type of emotions and some type of feelings that's already inside of us. I know that's gonna be sometimes, you know, hard, but you know, what comes outside is just a projection of the inside of ourselves. So that's why when it comes to the cold, it can be your friend, and you can have a great relationship with it, and it can be your enemy. You know, at the end, this is not constipation. That's the word of the day, but so that's your life.
Conscription,
That's
close
something
enough.
that you can build. You can choose, and you can choose the type of feeling that comes into your cup, and
We cannot hear you, Aziz.
Aziz cut out.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh,
Yes. I think we can't wait for him, but if he join again, I can play another video for him. So any volunteers?
Okay, Ahmed, the last one, all right?
Last one? Oh, I'm very sad. So let me choose a very cheerful video for the last one. Yes, that's very good. Okay, any volunteers? I will pick. Okay, apparently no volunteers.
me, Hanem.
Who?
Hanem.
Oh, Miss Hanem. Okay, I got a video for you.
Thank you, Nuran. Thank you.
Let me share the video. Okay, can you see the screen?
Not yet. Oh.
Yeah. Oh. And the sound is on. Wait. Are you guys can listen to the sound?
Yes, yeah. The waves.
Yes. Very relaxing waves. Smoothing waves. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Miss Hanem, did you made your mind about what you're going to tell us about?
Yes. Yes. You know.
Okay, great.
Yes, it reminds me with Hawaii. I have been to Hawaii 15 years ago. You know, this is yes, really, it's amazing. It's an amazing place. The color of the sea, you know, the trees, the sound of the birds. Everything is amazing, really, really. You know, very, very nice place. And, you know, it's like a paradise, really, Hawaii. I have been there 15 years ago. So this picture reminds me with Hawaii.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Hanem. I hope it was relaxing and reminding me of a good time. And I think I believe Hawaii was a good time.
Yes,
And
it is.
at the
You have to try
yes.
it. You have to go there. You have to go there. Really.
Yes. I hope to go there. At the end, I didn't like to end this segment. I don't know about you guys, but I didn't like to end it. And back to you, Ashraf. I don't have anything else to say.
All right. Thank you, Ahmed. So everyone, please give a round of applause for Ahmed. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So everyone stretch. Oh, my back just dislocated when I did this.
Right.
Oh, yes. Stretch. Very good. There we go. All right. Back to the meeting. Now, the table topics. Yes, the voting. So, Ms. Ghada, please put the votes for everyone to vote for their favorite table topic speech. Wow, that's very fast. Okay, 71% have voted. 8 more people to go. All right. Okay, 100% have voted. That is the first time.
Perfect.
No,
By the way, Ahmed and Ashraf, I apologize for the disconnection with the internet. I think it was disconnected during
Yes.
the speech. So sorry about that.
No problem. No problem.
No problem, Aziz. All right. Voting has concluded. It is time to enter the evaluation phase. So if you guys can remember, our first speech was by Muhammad Higazi, and his speech title was "Keep Going." Our evaluator for Muhammad's speech is Nurihan Abdelbari. Nurihan, please give us your evaluation of Muhammad's speech.
Thank you, Ashraf, and thank you, Ahmed. I love the segment and the feelings, and I heard some of the greatest speeches. I love to go to Hawaii and hear the beach. That's the most relaxing. And Aziz, I love the metaphor you used. If you're an orange juice, you take out an orange juice. If you're an apple, it would be an apple juice. I love that metaphor. So moving on forward to Muhammad Higazi, I hope he was here because I loved his speech, and that too at the very last moment. I believe he only knew he was going to give a speech just an hour before the meeting. So just a preparation of 1 hour, and to do all that great work, he had great body language. He was playing the part when he was speaking to someone and replying to himself. He played it very well. His feelings, his storytelling, the topic itself, keep going, how much I loved everything about it, and even remember the date of when he joined Netherlands. That's so specific. I don't know what to recommend for him. He's so great in every aspect. If I had to choose a recommendation, it would be maybe when he was correcting himself. He said a sentence and the grammar was not on point, so he corrected himself. Usually people will not notice, so you can swallow it, you know? Well, I had a speech once, and instead of saying Kashmir, I said Kashmir, and I went on and nobody noticed that I said Kashmir. So that's the only recommendation I would have. But other than that, well done, Muhammad. I wish you were here. Perfect speech at the last hour. Really, congratulations. Back to you, Ashraf.
Thank you, Nurihan. All right. So our next speech was by Dr. Ahmed Salim. The evaluator for Dr. Ahmed is Marwan Midhat. So Marwan, please go ahead and give us your evaluation.
Okay, thank you so much, Ashraf. And actually, first of all, I'm so honored to be evaluating the first speech for Dr. Ahmed, and it has been a pleasure. And actually, the lesson that you get from the speech is insistence. And apologies for not getting the name right at the first. Maybe I should Ashraf with that, but it's insistence, and actually, it stuck with me. What I really loved about the speech is how much passionate you were in explaining and in telling your story and sharing the insistence and the determination and the decisiveness that you had throughout your journey, and how much passionate you were even when you didn't get the grades at the first year in Tawjihiyya, and then getting back to study it back again. It actually tells us a lot. And a lot of us actually need to learn such lesson. And as much as you were very clear about what you wanted, all of that was clear and was very clear in your speech. What I loved also was the pauses that were in your speech. So you had some pauses after each segment, which really illustrated the meaning, and it let the meanings and the words to land with the audience, which was really great. So it comes naturally, by the way. If I would recommend something, and I understand that this is an icebreaker, this is your first speech, and for the next speech to be even a greater one, two things I would recommend. And the first thing is to start directly in your speech, to just begin by when I was a child. It's not about today my speech is going to be about whatever. You just get into the speech, and people are actually very curious and they're very interested to know what you're going to say. And the second thing is to have a more clear ending. You had the beginning, you had a start, and you had a very clear body. The ending would be more great if it had been more illustrated, if it had been given more time. That would transfer the speech to another level. Overall, it was a very successful project, and can't wait to see your second speech. So well done.
Thank you so much, Coach Marwan. I remember a story. There was a reporter who went and saw Bill Gates and Warren Buffett sitting at a table in a restaurant. So of course he went, picked up his notepad, he went running to the table, and he said, "Guys, if you have one piece of advice for people, for entrepreneurs, what would that piece of advice be?" And they both put down their forks and they looked at the reporter, and at the exact same time, they both said, "Focus." So it is the exact same meaning of insistence. So it's like you have to focus on what you're doing. You have to take it to the next level to become the top of the target market or the thing that you're doing. So yes, thank you so much, Marwan. All right, now it's time to vote for the best evaluator for today's meeting. Fiada, please go ahead. All right, 81% have participated. Amazing, everyone is paying attention. That is unheard of. All right. Two more people, or?
That is focus, Ashraf.
Yes.
Insisting to focus. I wanted to use the word of the day, but I couldn't, couldn't find it to be relevant to what I'm trying to say. I mean, yeah.
I would appreciate it so much if you try to use the word that the conscription.
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah, it's a difficult one.
All right, thank you guys so much. It is now time to see the reports for today's meeting. We're now concluding. We're in the final phases. So the timer is Safa Abdel Ghaffar. Safa, please give us the timer report.
Okay, first of all, I would like to say that I loved both speeches. Honestly, they were really great. Almost everyone met the minutes targets that they had, except Higazi. Unfortunately, just he did like 5 minutes and 43 seconds, and Nurihan 1 minute and 21 seconds. But everyone else met their minute targets.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you,
Sorry, one question again. What's the minute target? The optimal one?
You mean for each? Can you hear me?
For a speech. I mean, what's the preferred
for Higazi,
minutes?
For the icebreaker, okay. For the icebreaker, it was from 4 to 6 minutes. For the other speech, it was supposed to be from 6 to 7 minutes. For the evaluator, from 2 to 3 minutes, and the table topic participants from 1 to 2 minutes. So if they increased.
Yeah, so it depends, Yassine. It depends on the speech type.
So it's not really, it depends, it's differentiated.
It's differentiated according to the speech, yeah.
Okay, thank you, good to know.
All right, the counter is Amal Kamel. Amal, please give us your report for today's meeting.
All right, thank you, Ashraf, and thank you all for a beautiful meeting today. I loved it, I enjoyed it very, very much. And there is a very strange coincidence here. I've seen that each speaker and their evaluators hit exactly the same number of when I was counting. So Higazi and Muhammad Higazi is in his speech, keep going, and Nurihan, they both got 0. And this is the target, by the way, Yassine. The target is to get 0 when we are counting the as. Don't ramble about it, just like what I just did. Blah, blah, blah. No, they want to go at 0. And when it comes to Dr. Ahmed and the evaluator, Coach Marwan, they both got 3 as. This is very strange here, but other than that, it was beautiful. And just like Marwan said, Dr. Ahmed used the pauses in a very, very beautiful way. I can't believe that this is your first speech, Dr. Ahmed, because only 3 as, and the pauses, the way you used them, made every word you say just sink in and get relaxed. And we are relaxed while hearing your voice, and using those pauses made every idea sink in, and we think about it and you gave us time to think even about our lives as well. So thank you very much for that. I mean, this is an illustration of how pauses can be very, very efficient, and how you can really use it when you need to. You don't have to keep talking and talking and talking and talking and then ramble about, and then no idea has been transferred to the audience. So using the pauses is very, very important, and this is how you can relax yourself. Mostly the ahs and ums are used because people are a bit nervous, and it shows. That's why when you use the pause, it gives you time to breathe and relax, and will reflect some confidence to your audience. And this is exactly what Dr. Ahmed did. And moving on to the table topics, Noor, only 4 as, perfect. Sarah and Malak, that was about 10 as, and then I stopped counting, because you only need to keep working on your speaking skills. Come back more and more. Every time it will be less and less and less, and then you will get to the 0 as. Your speeches are beautiful. You don't need to hurry. Nobody's rushing you. Everybody is here for you. And this is the beautiful thing about Toastmasters. We are all your audience. The floor is literally yours, not just virtually. It's yours, Take your time. We are listening. No one will ever boo you off this stage. Relax and just breathe, take your pauses, and you will get there. And it was beautiful. I really, really enjoyed each and every speech. Unfortunately, Aziz couldn't continue with his speech, although it seemed very, very beautiful. I only counted 2 A's. And Mrs. Hannum, 5 A's. That was also beautiful, but we were talking about Hawaii, so you can use any kind of as you want. And as I said already, the evaluators, 0, Nurihan, 0 A, and Coach Marwan, 3, just like your speakers. Thank you all. I really enjoyed this meeting, and I'm sure you will enjoy more and more meetings. Back to you, Ashraf.
Thank you so much, Ahmed. All right, it is now, okay, grammarian. So we have Hazem Waddah. Hazem Waddah is today's grammarian. Hazem, please give us your report.
Yes, thank you, Ashraf. Today was a rich session. It contained a lot of examples and a lot of expressions that I loved actually. Let me begin with the Higazi. Yes, Higazi gave a great speech. I loved it so much, and he brought also a lot of good expressions and a lot of examples, such as he said, "I stepped out of my comfort zone." It's a good one to use, using the comfort zone term. Yeah, that's a good example. Also, he said offered a shoulder to lean on when he was talking about his friend, and that was a good expression. We had the mental image of us imagining that he has his friend sitting beside him and trying to lean on his shoulder. The third one and the final one that I really liked, when he said, "Because I have an ugly voice," he tried to express I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry. I really. I should have done that. I don't know what happened, but all right. So the third one, he said, he expressed life as singing and dancing for him when he felt happy, and then when and the singing stopped when he felt not happy, and that's a good imaging that he gave us. That was a really great speech, and you mastered your body language, Higazi. I'm sure you will hear that in the record on YouTube. Everybody loved your speech. All right, let's move on to Dr. Ahmed. Yes, you really gave a great speech. The word insistence, yeah, that's a great word. Also, when we are sitting on this topic, I will just mention synonyms of this word that I think might be also give the meaning of that. But like insistence, we have persistence and perseverance. These are 2 words that might be used more often regarding the long term when you are describing your life. So in my opinion, I believe those also could give the same or better meaning. There's only one fault that you just said at the end of your speech. You said more easier. It is easier, just easier, without the word more. But you gave a great speech. We all loved your expression, the way you expressed yourself. That was good. Also, I could see for you, Dr. Ahmed Salim and Higazi, you both had a great chance to use the word of today, conscription. When you are talking about yourself, you say, okay, I admitted to conscription, or I even didn't have any, I didn't have to conscribe to the military service. But I'm sure that you just, you had your topic prepared, so it's not a problem. Let's head to the people who who said the word first. Thank you, Yassine, for giving. You are the first one to use the word. Thank you for that. And we have Ahmed Ala, and we have Malak. Ahmed Ala, thank you for that. Malak, thank you for using the word. Even you just mentioned it. And Sahar also, she just mentioned the word as she cannot find a way to use it. That's we will count that also. Aziz, you gave the good expression when you said squeeze ourselves, and that is a good expression showing that you are pressing yourself, you're pushing yourself to do something, and that is a good. And you also said constipation. You wanted to say conscription, but you misspelled that and you said constipation. And unfortunately, it's a word. It's actually a chronic disease related to movement. I looked it up, but it's okay. It's a word. It's not gibberish, but it's a different word. So hopefully, nobody hears that word in their life. And finally, Ahmed Ala said relaxing, and I just want to add a synonym which gives the same meaning as it is grammatically correct, and it's chilling. You can say either relaxing or chilling. That's it. And let's head back to Ashraf. Thank you all. You did a good job.
Thank you, Hazen. Yes, I agree. You did do a good job. I agree with you. Yes, good job. All right. Finally, we have the tip of the day. This is a segment that is catered to the audience. This is so that people can actually come out of a Toastmasters meeting and have something that they really, truly, fundamentally learned. So, Nurihan, take it away.
Thank you, Ashraf. I just have one question to Hazem. From where did you get the word? How did you get the word conscription?
Yes, thank you. That's a good question, Nurihan. Yeah, to be honest, I was just for at a certain time of my life, I was studying for IELTS exam, and that's what I came across in that. Yeah, in that time, I kept reading a lot of topics, yeah, and essays, yeah, and I love the word that I knew the word.
Great. It's a difficult word to come across. Good eye. Good that you remember it even.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So for the tip of the day, it's funny, just last meeting, we had a table topic where we were talking about our feelings, and we had also beautiful Malak who did a great speech in describing her. Her feeling was discussed, even though it was a very difficult feeling. She was great at expressing it, and we had wonderful speakers. So it's funny when you talk about a topic and then suddenly the topic comes back to you again and again and again. You know, when you have something in your mind and you're always seeing it. So funnily enough, when we had our last meeting, Toastmasters meeting, and we were talking about feelings, it was the same topic discussed during our appraisal. In our appraisal with the company, and many companies are using it, they're now using the wheel of emotions in order for the employee and the employer during the appraisal period can discuss how did you feel at that time, or how did you feel when you take this project, and I'm like, oh my God. And now even tonight, we have the table topics that also was describing feelings. How would you feel if you hear that? How would you feel if you saw that? So the topic is coming again and again. So what we'll do, I'll share with you something I just learned this week to continue our discussion, and I'll share my screen, and we all have a small task to do. So I want everyone to have their pens and paper. Everyone ready with their pens and paper or mobile or anything to write on. And I'll start sharing my screen. Let me see if I can share my screen. Here. Okay. Can you see my screen, everyone?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, perfect. So the wheel of emotion. As you can see, there are many, many, many types of emotion. According to the American psychologist, there are around 34,000, but of course you can't put it all in this one slide. And now for this task, what I want you to do is we will discuss together what are your superpowers as in emotion. What do you think is your superpower? And at the same time, I want you also to think, what is your kryptonite? For all the Superman fans, a kryptonite is that green material that takes away Superman's power, that deprives him of his power. So you will also identify which power weakens you. So you have two tasks. One task, mention what are your superpower. It doesn't have to be in the wheel. It can be something from your heart. What is your superpower, as in a feeling? And what is your kryptonite, or what is the emotion that weakens you? I'll give everyone a minute.
Nurihan, can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure, Sahar.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, by the opposing feeling, you mean expressed by us, or it annoys us when someone else expresses it, or
It's as in a feeling that makes you weak, or makes you sad, or not productive, or a feeling from you, from someone, a situation. What is
okay?
a feeling?
So it could be someone else, right?
It could, if someone else is projecting that feeling on you.
Yes. Yes, that was my question. Okay, thank you.
Sure. Okay, so 1 minute is done. You can all hear me, yeah? Perfect.
Yes.
Okay, great. So all of you wrote down what are your superpowers and what are your kryptonites? Okay, let's start off. Let's start off with Malik. I loved your speech last time, so I want to. You got just one feeling and one kryptonite. You're totally free.
Okay. But it doesn't include this feeling that I've had just now. It's like shocked.
Shocked, okay.
No, it's not. Thank you for asking. Always you inspire me with your questions, and it brings to me deep thoughts. And now you are making me knowing myself better. And when you know what weakens you and what makes you stronger, you are a better version of yourself.
True.
It was a little bit tricky, but I believe the thing that encouraged me to develop, to take myself to the next level of my life, is love. Whenever I love someone, whenever I love something, I do my best in it. I encourage myself to do it. I dig deep into it. So love is, I believe, it's the key of everything in my life. On the other hand, what brings me back, or what brings me down, is feeling hopeless. When I feel it's aimless, it's useless. I don't have anything to do, no point of it. I can't change it. So I feel, okay, I lost hope. I will not do anything. So that really drags me down and makes me feel like I'm weak. I can't do anything. I'm helpless. It's nothing that can change it. So these are the two feelings you have asked about.
Great. Thank you, Malik, for sharing.
Thank you so
Always
much.
love hearing from you.
Thank you.
Sahar. Sahar, why don't you give it a try?
I've actually been picked. I didn't volunteer. Okay. No, I was about.
Oh no, there's no
to raise my
volunteering
hand.
here.
Okay, perfect. Okay, there are two feelings actually that I feel very strongly about. The first is serenity, and the second is love. I agree with Malak. I just feel I'm not saying I'm calm all the time. No one is always calm all the time, but I feel it's something that sort of, it's a general description of how I feel most of the time or towards things. It's love towards other people, love towards things, love towards plants. I don't want anyone to laugh here, but I'm a very huge lover of plants and flowers and everything in nature. So you feel it's like a sort of strong emotion that you have towards everyone. And actually it's linked to serenity because it makes you feel very, calm and feel that sort of feeling of serenity. On the contrary, and that is why I asked you, Nurihan, whether it's expressed by us or others, but I feel very annoyed and I can't tolerate anger and aggressiveness in others. So once I feel there's this sort of toughness or anger or, someone being aggressive towards also something or others, I just can't function, I just can't continue the conversation. I feel we're not on the same, what do you call it, wavelength. So
True.
Yeah, so that basically sums it up. And I love it. Very, very creative. I love it.
You love, sorry, what's the last thing?
I love the question, very creative.
Oh, you love the question. Thank you. And I love, great that you love plants. We need people that love plants because of global warming and what's happening in the environment. So great that you love plants. You're a role model.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Who else? Mr. Mu'taz. Yeah, Mr. Mu'taz, you can hear me, yes? Unfortunately, you're on mute.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear.
Great, perfect.
Yeah.
So what is your superpower feeling? And what is your kryptonite or the feeling that brings you down?
For this time, what I mean, I am a guest today, so I want to listen to the others when they are talking and when they are express about themselves or participate in the conversation and the discussion. So I want to apologize about the answer today. Let me answer you next time,
Sure,
about any question. Yeah.
I'll say that your superpower is the feeling of sharing. That's your superpower.
Thank you so much.
Thank
May
you.
I share?
Who would like to volunteer?
Can I volunteer?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
All right, so my superpower.
Oh, there are so many people raising their hands. I'm so sorry. So sorry, go.
All right, so my superpower is vigilance. I am good at anticipating problems and strategizing solutions for them in any facet in life, be it work or personal life. I could foresee things that could pop up and I could be proactive enough to avoid getting into problems. But of course, we will get into problems anyways, but I have the power of vigilance or foresight. I suppose my kryptonite can be rage or anger sometimes. I could be irritable, maybe loud noises, especially kids. It could make me very annoyed. So that is my kryptonite, maybe kids. So that's it. Thank you.
Kids in general.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd be great in our strategy team. They will pick you up. Foreseeing the future, my God. You'll be taken by all the companies.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Yassine. I believe Aziz.
Can I participate? Yes.
Oh,
That's
yes.
okay.
Go ahead, Aziz.
Thank you. So, okay. Regarding the super, well, actually, it's not super power, but it's something good. It's and I think it's good that we all to share it or to have is to be compassionate for the others, and compassionate to be able to listen to the others. It's like active listening, and like verify what they are saying, and just verify also our understanding, because sometimes we act like we are listening but we are not. So it's I think it's a good attribute or superpower that we either have or we can even learn. And on the other side is the I think it's the procrastination. I don't know if I pronounced that
Yeah.
right, but I think
No,
it's
correct.
yeah, I think it's one of the attributes that hold us back. It doesn't have a clear kind of feeling, but it's something that like drags us back. It's more to, even sometimes we can relate it to weather sometimes, especially nowadays or these days during the cold time, and sometimes we can relate it to other aspect. But it's something that I personally find it I need to work on that myself. And also when I see it on others, I see it's a little bit annoying, especially during if it requires kind of teamwork. So it obviously holds back the process and the momentum of the work
True. That's
and
very
life
true.
in general.
Very true. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. I believe we have Hazem. Hazem, you want to share? Yes? Yes, go ahead.
Yes. Thank you, Nurian. Well, I believe my superpower will be and actually it's one of the achievements that I pride myself for keeping it up or persisting on it, and that would be the insatiable curiosity. I am curious all the time to understand, to read more, to learn new things, to analyze things, to especially right now my direction. Of course, this led me to the study of engineering, which I love, by the way, and it keeps me it got me to understand things. But right now my direction is to have the psychological understanding of, or analysis of my feelings and the others. So it's really very interesting field to go into. My kryptonite would be, of course, sometimes we are all get angry, but I believe the anger has a root cause, which in this case would be myself, would be being hard on myself. I'm always self-critic. Parts of it being perfectionist, parts of it being having issues regarding things, but it is the root cause of it, which is being hard on myself, and I'm sure we all do that sometimes. But it has no solution except just giving ourselves a break. Yeah. Thank you.
True. Thank you, Hazem. And right, being a perfectionist always makes you notice on the flaws. And as Sahar said, there is no such thing as perfect. I love that you said that, because when Ashraf asked who wants to be a perfect speaker, everyone said, yes, we want to be a perfect speaker. And then Sahar gave the truth. No one can be perfect. And that's true. That's true. And that gives us hope to always be better, to always do great. No, sometimes when you say you're perfect, you've reached, and then you sleep on it. No, there's always a chance to be improved. There's always a chance to be better. So thank you, Sahar, for reminding us that.
I just hope Ashraf wasn't annoyed by that. He's smiling. We don't know
No.
what's the meaning behind that smile.
No. You're right. There's no such thing as perfectionism. So just to not take much of your time, the last thing I want to share is, I can go down. Okay. So you have made a list of all your superpowers, and you have made a list of all your kryptonite, and not to take. In that list of kryptonite, or in that list of your weaknesses or the feelings that bring you down, there's always a plus point. I realized that even your weaknesses, you can change it to your advantage. For example, when I wrote down that boredom was my kryptonite, that boredom brings me down, The HR, she said that boredom can be a plus because usually boredom leads to creativity. When you're down and bored and you don't know what to do, you try of thinking out of the box. You try of doing some activity that will bring out the life in you. And some of the great artists in our times were actually bored. And because of their boredom, they made some of the great pieces of art. So that's a note to take in that list of your kryptonite. Look at what could be positive. Like, for example, anger. Many people use anger as their motive to succeed, as their motive to keep going. Like Eminem, angered that he was angry about everything made him write the best rap songs of history. So in all your weaknesses, there's always an advantage. Thank you everyone for interacting, and I hope it was a useful tip for the day. Thank you. Back to you, Ashraf.
Wonderful, wonderful job.
Thanks.
Wonderful job. Thank you so much, Rita. Does anyone want to say something? I heard someone trying to speak.
There was a picture that Nurhan left at the very end. No one noticed it. The smiling boy.
Yeah.
Right, Nurhan?
Yeah. You want to see it again? Let me reshare it.
No, it's just very cute. I don't know if anyone noticed.
Let me reshare the boy. Share. Yeah, here he is. For you, Sahar.
Yeah.
Anything for you.
Very happy.
Thank you.
Hey, Ashraf, I have a question relevant to giving speeches.
Sure, go ahead.
Right, so when you practice giving your speeches here on Toastmasters, how could this be beneficial to you outside the context of giving a presentation, say, at a university? How could you give speeches and be charismatic anywhere else? What contexts would you be in to give speeches?
I mean, you're asking, what is the use of being a good public speaker?
Okay, yeah, you can say that, in other words. So how could you use it to your advantage in your life?
I believe public speaking is a subcategory of being who you are, okay? So if you know how to be who you are, you will become a good public speaker in a short amount of time. So public speaking is basically giving your authentic self in front of other people. Number one, there is the fear of other people. This is the biggest fear most human beings have. Because we are social human beings, we want to be accepted, we want to be liked, we want to be a part of society. If we say something that contradicts society, we might be hunted down, we might be attacked. And thus, we are always afraid of public speaking because we might say something wrong and that leads to a negative outcome. All right? So conquering this will benefit every other aspect of your life. This is number one. Number two, you are working on your communication skills. Working on your communication skills is 90 or 80% of your life, even if you're an engineer. I was an engineer. All of my work was technical, but in actual life, 90 or 80% of my life was communication with my boss, with my field workers, with my employees, all of these stuff. So working on this automatically equates to being a better communicator, automatically equates to being a better employee. So it is the root of you as a human being a good public speaker. That's what I believe.
Thank you, Ashraf. You amply answered my question. Thank you very much.
No worries. All right, this comes to the last part of our meeting, which is announcing the winners of today's table topics, speakers, and evaluation segments. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yes?
Ready.
Are you asleep?
No.
Are you in bed?
No. Night owls.
Are you brushing your teeth?
لسه شوية.
All right. 2 more minutes, inshallah. All right. Let us announce the winners for today's meeting. Let me share my screen. All right.
Wow.
The best speaker. Yes, the best speaker for today is, we are waiting for PowerPoint. Muhammad Hagazi. Yay. Congratulations, Muhammad. You have won the Best Speaker Award. I will send him, inshallah, later on the certificate. All right. The Best Table Topics Evaluator goes to, drum rolls, please. Do it. Do it now. Yes. Let us see. Suspense. Yes. It is Noor in the Nahlawi. Yay. Noor, are you here? Noor?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone who voted.
No problem.
I'm
Congratulations.
still prized, actually. Thank you.
Awesome. Noor, please contact me on WhatsApp and I will send it to you. I think you have my number, right?
Yes.
Amazing. All right. And finally, the best evaluator for today's meeting is, drum rolls. Marwan Medhat, yay. Congratulations. Congratulations, Marwan. All right. Thank you all so much for coming to today's meeting. Let me stop sharing. Yes. And hopefully next time we will see you, inshallah, in the coming 2 weeks. As you know, we meet on the first and third Tuesday of every month. So thank you all today for coming and participating. If you want to ask about becoming a member in Toastmasters, please message me or message any one of our members. There's Dr. Ahmed Salim, there's Ahmed Ala, there is Wala Othman, there is Dina Abu Saif. Dina is not here today, but she is the membership chair. So she's the person, of course, responsible. However, if you have none of our numbers, please contact us on Facebook to get to know how to become a member in Toastmasters. Toastmasters is a very positive experience. It is an opportunity to get out of your day-to-day life. I mean, I personally have work and I have my family and I have my friends. All this stuff is available. But I come to Toastmasters because it gives me something that I can't find anywhere else. The absolute positivity that is here in Toastmasters. And number two, the opportunity to actually work on my communication, my public speaking, and my leadership skills. So this is what we are here to do. This is what we're here to conquer. So thank you all so much and have a great night.
Ashraf, can I say something, please?
Yes.
I'm so sorry I wasn't able to participate, but I do want to say something before we adjourn. We would like to wish someone very, very special to us a very happy birthday tonight. So please join me in wishing Nouri's awesome dad a happy birthday tonight. So can we please sing together?
Yes.
Yeah, everybody unmute yourselves.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Because I'm not going to sing by myself. Nouri, sing away.
Happy
birthday
to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
birthday
to you.
He's awesome, Dad.
Yes, yes, happy birthday. And Dr. Ahmed too. And Dr. Ahmed, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Thank you so much, Gina. Thank you so
You're
much.
very, very welcome. Happy birthday to you both. And we are just
Thank
so
you.
honored to have you with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you next time. A job well done, everyone.
Okay. Thank you. Take care. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye. See you next time.
Bye bye.
Thank you.